what's up YouTube? Today I want to talk about the Springfield 1911 chambered in 9mm. And this is going to be the fully loaded version, which has a 5-inch barrel, a skeletonized trigger, and a few other perks. This is by far my favorite pistol that I own. So I thought it would be cool to do a little review on it. Also kind of go over the setup and the reasons why I chose certain parts, and kind of talk about why I decided to get this gun in the first place. So yeah, first and foremost, just so you know, unloaded. With that being said, I kind of want to talk about the reasons why I decided to get this gun, and then we'll go over the parts in a little bit. So yeah, back in 2020 when I was first starting shooting, a family member has the same gun and brought it out to the range and told me to try it out to see if I like it, because I was interested in starting to shoot competitions, but at the time I didn't really have a competition setup or a competition gun. So he thought it would be nice for me to try this out, and I'm very happy I did, because ever since I shot this gun for the first time, I've been hooked. As far as the recoil, as far as how accurate it is, the weight of it, the all steel frame, the looks, just everything about this gun I really like. I've always been a fan of the 1911 platform in general, but once I got to shoot the 9mm version, and especially this 5-inch one from Springfield, like I said, it's been nothing but a good experience. So I've had it for a few years now. I've shot plenty of competitions with it, and this gun honestly is kind of the gun that I learned to shoot with, or learned to get good with. And to be honest, I'm happy I started with this gun, because I had to get used to having the discipline of the safety. Obviously with the Glocks out there, or certain striker fired pistols, you don't have a safety on it, or it's a trigger safety. The fact that the 1911 has a safety on it, it's very similar to me as far as the AR-15 platform, always having to manipulate that safety when you're not in sight, or when the gun's not in your eyesight. So basically what I mean by that is, every time I go to shoot, it's like a reflex. It's always on safety, but even like right now, every time I drive it out there, that safety comes off, because if I'm driving the gun out there, obviously I'm willing to shoot. So every time you're willing to shoot or ready to shoot, that's when you drive, that's when you take the safety off. Yeah, once you're not willing to shoot anymore though, or you're gonna move around a certain obstacle or take your gun out of your eyesight, that safety has to come on. So again, as soon as you drive it out there, or as soon as I drive it out there, it goes on, and then as soon as I bring it in, it like a reflex, it just comes on. So that was a really good discipline for me to start learning right away when I started shooting. So that was a really big perk of having this gun as like my learning firearm, or my first firearm that I really got good with. So that kind of helped me have really good discipline with the safety on the AR-15. So, but yeah, so as far as the operations, or having to operate that safety, unlike a striker fired pistol or certain pistols like a Glock, it's just really nice. I like that a lot. Same thing with CZ, just hammer fired pistols in general, the ones that have that thumb safety in the back, I really like that. But anyways, just kind of sorry for blabbing there a little bit. I just was going over, again, starting with this firearm and really learning with it since 2020. I have really liked this pistol a lot. But yeah, if you're looking to get into competition shooting, I highly recommend the Springfield 1911 9mm, especially the fully loaded version, like I said, with the 5-inch barrel. There's a couple other versions out there. As far as the government model, I believe there's a Ronin model as well, but like I said, I really like this one. We'll go over the parts in a little bit. I just kind of wanted, like I said, go over the reasons why I decided to get this gun. So as soon as I got to try my family member's 1911, I really wanted to purchase this. So right away I went home and started looking for one, and luckily I found one, and I was fortunate enough to purchase one, and I have had zero regrets ever since. It was worth every penny. This thing will by far outlast my lifetime. And yeah, like I said, the all-around experience of shooting this gun, it's always a fun time. Obviously, if I'm, concealed carrying, or not really just going for range shooting, this isn't what I'm going to use or choose. But if it's something like just going plinking, or competitive shooting, or like hiking, or in the day where you're not going to have to use a weapon light at all, I would definitely carry this. But so yeah, as far as like a carry option, this isn't what I would recommend. But competitive shooting, or plinking, or just like I said, going to the range, having fun shooting, I highly recommend getting the Springfield 1911. You will definitely be satisfied. So as far as like malfunctions, stuff like that, it's been really good. I will say though, I do have to keep this gun a lot more clean than I do my Glocks or my other handguns. This is definitely a gun where if you don't keep that barrel clean, especially the feed ramp, you will have a misfeed or a failure to extract or whichever, a certain malfunction. But other than that, if you keep it clean, this thing's gonna run like a Rolex. I really enjoy it. I know I've already said that a lot. But yeah, that's enough blabbing on the reasons why I got this or how much I recommend this pistol for anybody, like I said, looking to shoot competitions or just having fun at the range. Definitely recommend getting one of these in your arsenal or your collection. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the parts and kind of go over the setup and the reasons why I set it up the way I did. And so, yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into the parts. There's not that many upgrades on here, to be honest. It already had a lot of good specs. Since it's the fully loaded version, it's already gonna have the skeletonized trigger, as well as ambidextrous safety. Also, these nice serrations on here. I'm not sure if those come on the other models as well, but for press checking. And again, it is the 5-inch barrel. So yeah, the first upgrade I did with this gun was the magwell. Got this magwell from Dawson Precision. It's not a really big one. As you can tell, it's not like overwhelming like some of the flared ones that are on most competition setups, but it does help with the consistent, if it ever fumbles, say you hit a little bit on the side, it just helps feed it in there like so. So again, whether it's behind or on the side, it just helps being more consistent, always feeding in. So that's kind of why I went and got the magwell in here, but I didn't want to have a flared one because, like I said, that's a little bit overwhelming for me, and I'm not always shooting competition, so it was more so when I do shoot competitions. That's kind of the reasons why I got this magwell, but this is going to be the magwell from Dawson Precision. Like I said, there's a bigger one. I believe it's called the Ice magwell if you're looking for more of a flared one. The second upgrade that I got on this gun is going to be the grips. These are going to be G10 material grips. They're really aggressive, and that's because I'm in SoCal, and you guys, any of you guys that are here, you know that it can be really hot. So when I'm out there shooting and my hands get sweaty, it's nice having this aggressive G10 grip on here. The original grips that come on the Springfield 1911 is going to be like a wood grain, which looks really nice, but they can be slippery if your hands are sweaty. So like I said, it's nice to have these grips on here. And honestly, I think these gray and like marble looking material kind of goes well with the chrome. So again, I like how they look on here. But yeah, they're going to be G10 grips, and they've been working really well. They also have a little, like you can tell right here, have a little indent, which makes it easier to hit that mag release, not having to move the gun over. So whenever you're shooting, you just literally have to move your thumb and it'll drop nice and easy. Instead of having to, some people have to move the gun a little bit in order to reach the mag release. So that little grip right here, that little indentation kind of helps with, again, just being able to push that mag release. But yeah, so that indent helps, again, having a more consistent, keeping your grip and just moving your thumb down. And yeah, so I think they were actually called gun grips, which I know sounds pretty basic, but they, like I said, have worked really well. I've had this for over 3 years now and shot plenty of competitions with them. So G10 grips from, I believe Gun Grips is the company. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Yeah, these grips are really nice. So again, the magwell and the grip so far. And actually, before I did the magwell, I actually got the front sight from Dawson Precision as well. This is going to be a fiber optic front sight. So again, that was my first upgrade I got, because it does come with the blacked out rear sights already. But I went ahead and got that nice fiber optic front sight. So it's really easy to acquire, being a red fiber optic, especially the blacked out rear sights back here, which do come stock already on the fully loaded Springfield 1911. But yeah, so fiber optic front sight, the Dawson Precision magwell, both of those, the front sight and the magwell, are going to be from Dawson Precision. And then the G10 grips that I just found online. I went ahead and typed in 1911 G10 grips. I was looking for aggressive ones, and these were ones that came up. So those are going to be the 3 upgrades that I did on this 1911 from Springfield. But other than that, everything else is stock. Like I said, the trigger, the serrations, the blacked out rear sights, the 5-inch barrel. But yeah, so really love this gun. It's super smooth, especially being, like I said, all chrome or stainless steel. Especially if you, once you clean it and keep it nice and lubed, that thing's like butter. So again, I can't recommend this gun enough. as far as malfunctions and running, like I said, as long as you keep it clean, especially that feed ramp right there on the barrel, as long as that's clean, this thing will be good to go. It runs really well. But yeah, one more thing I want to mention really quick is going to be magazines. I went through a few different magazines before I found ones that were really nice. As far as ones that fall out easy, they're consistent, they come with base pads already, and they never have malfunctions as far as when you put 10 in here. Sometimes when you rack one on certain magazines, if you have 10 in there and then you drop it, when you go to put one more in there, the bullet will actually have not chambered because of the tension on some of the springs with some of the other magazines out there. But these never have that problem at all. These are going to be called Tripp research magazines. And again, Tripp research. I'll post a link for these down below in the description in case you have a Springfield 1911. These are really, really nice. Again, they come with base pads already. It's going to say Cobra Mag base plates down here on the bottom. And again, I can't recommend these magazines enough. Wilson Combat magazines are also a popular one, which those will work fine. But to be honest, I recommend these ones over the Wilson Combats. I've shot both. And to be honest, like I said, I recommend these over those. And not having to purchase other base pads, because I believe the Wilson Combats don't come with the base pad. You have to purchase extra ones or purchase other ones to put on the bottom. But with these base pads, you never have that problem of not inserting the magazine, to where when you insert it and rack the slide or send the slide forward, you won't have that problem of not chambering around. And also you won't have the problem of accidentally, when you think you inserted the magazine without a base pad. Sometimes with these 1911s, when you go to shoot, it actually falls out because it didn't insert all the way. So I'm not saying that happens all the time, and I'm not saying you have to have base pads, but they do help with the more consistent reload. So, and honestly, it doesn't really look overwhelming like some of those other competition guns out there, to where if you really wanted to carry maybe outside the waistband or something, you wouldn't look like a weirdo too much. So, but yeah, with that being said, I hope this video helped you guys. For some of you that have been looking into the 1911 from Springfield, again, this is the fully loaded 9mm version. And like I said, this is by far my favorite pistol to shoot that I own in my arsenal. But yeah, obviously I'm sure there's other nicer ones out there. I wish we could have the 2011s here in California, but from what we are able to have here, this is by far my favorite gun that I own in my arsenal. So basically, to sum up this video, I can't recommend this Springfield 1911 enough. If you're looking for just a gun that's really fun to shoot at the range for family and friends, or if you're looking to shoot competitions, or if you just want to get a 1911 in your arsenal, which I think everybody should have one in their collection if you can afford it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as my Springfield 1911 fully loaded version and chambered in 9mm. One more thing, some of you guys are probably wondering why this grip tape is, or what this is down here. This is just grip tape. Again, sometimes it can get pretty hot over here in SoCal, so I just put some grip tape from like skateboard grip tape, just to kind of make it a little more non-slippery, if you will. If your hands get kind of sweaty out there, it just adds a nice grip on there. It can be a little aggressive sometimes, but to be honest, I really like it. And if you guys do have an all steel handgun, and if you're in an area that can tend to get a little hot out there, definitely try it out. It helps a lot. So with that being said, that's pretty much it as far as my Springfield 1911. Again, this is chambered in 9mm. This is the fully loaded version. I can't recommend this gun enough if you're looking for a handgun that's just fun to shoot, either by yourself or with family and friends. And again, 9mm, so the ammo is not too bad. Or if you're looking to shoot competition with the 5-inch barrel, this is definitely something to get you into the game. And I can't recommend this gun enough. I love shooting this. So if you guys have any questions, make sure to shoot me a comment down below. And remember, I'm going to post a link for these Tripp research magazines, just in case you guys are interested. They'll be in the description, just so you guys know. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys for watching.